Yo, what is good, people? What is good? I'm back and we got an update. A small update, but worth mentioning about Ghost of Yotei. And it is the photo mode and its features. They just promoted and posted this information on PlayStation blog, so I'll put that in the comment section or the description. So let's check out what they got to say. Ghost of Yotei photo mode features detailed. Now, this is a big deal because I've been mentioning before that games that have photo mode have that additional added replay value to the game. So, having a photo mode is a great and unique way of just getting more fun out of a game, just taking photos like you're a photographer. All right, examples and suggestions to get you started. Next week, October 2nd, Ghost of Yotei launches on PS5. We've gotten a taste of the revenge-fueled journey to come by way of state of play. Oh yeah, like, comment, and subscribe because I will be doing a live stream of the state of play, which is going to happen in about an hour or so. So like, comment, and subscribe. So yeah. State of play. Got to grips with the versatility of the game's multi-weapon combat. Discovered how encounters with allies and threats will shape our exploration of Izzo's beautiful, rugged landscapes, and even sampled its soundscape. Oh yeah, we did that with the features video. Very, 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 very good. That it's got a lot of additional slight attention to detail in terms of the controller. Like his predecessor, Ghost of Yotei will give players free reign to freeze the on-screen action at almost any point and access a multitude of adjustments to 3D mold the moment into an eye-catching still photograph. And yeah, an evocative cinematograph, okay, or an impressive tracking shot. Let's look through the feature set, as well as some suggestions as to how to use those settings to snap your way across Ezzo. Right, so Ghost of Yotei's photo features. All right, let's go through them. Tracking shot. Record up to 16 placement positions for your camera for an animated tracking shot when you hit triangle. Okay, so you can actually, I guess you could kind of keyframe it and stuff. That's unique. That's cool. Focal length from 12 millimeter to 300. Depth of field off or f1.2. Focus distance 1.200. Color grading. We should really just focus on the key things actually, but things like this, like the color grading, none to vivid, black and white vintage, storm, autumn, samurai red, smoke, maple, genko, and tin type. That sounds intriguing. Tin type, I don't know what that could be. Any photographers that is aware of what that could potentially be, let us know in the comment section below. Color grading intensity 0 to 100. Exposure bias -5 to 5. Contrast black and white 1 to 3. Particles none to red. Leaves, yellow leaves, bamboo leaves, orange leaves, green leaves, cherry blossoms, pampers, pollen, ashen ambers, fireflies, dragonflies, butterflies, crows, songbirds, violet petals. Now that is really good. It's not just you taking pictures, but you adding things to the image to intensify it and enhance it as to exactly how you want shots to be. That's fire. Particle intensity 0 to 100. Wind speed 0 to 44. Wind direction, okay, so you can change the direction of the wind in terms of, I guess, the direction how her attire is blowing and her hair is flowing. Weather, current, clear, fog, heavy fog, sunbreak, overcast, rain, snow, heavy rain, snow, and thunder. Animated environment on, off. Atsu, none. Hide, muddy, bloody. emote. Okay, you gotta have the emotes in there as per most camera mode features, just like in Cyberpunk. Current, angry, confused, dead, disbelief, disgusted, fearful, happy, enraged, intense, neutral, sad, surprised, amused, annoyed, concerned, hopeful. Oh yeah, I do have a cold right now, so that's why I sounded a little under the weather. But yeah, helmet, mask, show hide, sword glint. Ah, that's cool. That's cool. 0 to 15 aspect ratio, 21 by 9 to 32 by 9. Music, actually theme, and more. If it's a photo, why you need a music? And stamps, multiple stamp types to overlay into photos. Note the example shots below. Avoid any story spoilers. Okay, cool. Beginner's guide. Okay, let's go. Guide and tips. If you're interested in trying out photo mode, you'll find a list of tips and example shots. It's in no way exhaustive or deep dive into the technical aspects of photography, but more reflecting on things I consider when taking photos myself. To my fellow virtual photographers, feel free to add your own tips in the comments section. Yes, add your tips in the comments section. The basics. Photo mode activation is activated by tapping right on the D-pad. You can activate it at almost any point, be it exploring, in the middle of combat, or even when lining up the perfect long range shot. Oh yeah, the sniper shots with the muzzle flash and everything is gonna look sick. You can reset individual settings within their sub menus or reset to default with square. A confirmation prompt avoids an accidental full reset. The game will save your last set of customization settings even if you dip in and out of photo mode. There's an autofocus mode that can be toggled on and off. Try these focus lengths for portraits and landscapes. Now this looks amazing. Goes to Yotei's photo mode camera has a focus mode stretching from 12mm to 300mm, which covers pretty much any type of setup you need. There's a general rule of thumb on which focal lengths are a good fit for certain shot types, but it's not a hard rule. Getting creative with focus lengths can lead to great compositions. My advice, keep experimenting. Landscapes 24mm or below. That looks fantastic. Look at that. Look at that. And this is from a game that allows you photo mode. You can get stuff like this. Fantastic. Fantastic. Really, really good and atmospheric. You could just sense the atmosphere in this shot. Portraits 35mm is good for those environmental slice of life snaps. 50mm for headshots, 80mm for full body portraits of single subjects, especially if you combine with a narrow field of focus which turns everything in the foreground and background blurry, keeping attention on the subject. See, now this is exceptional, absolutely exceptional. It's just such a good shot, man. Just look at this. All photo mode, because it becomes a game in itself, just trying to get the perfect shot almost. Micro shots. In goes to Yotei. 100mm upwards can help you zoom in on finer details or bring us up close to moments in the far distance. Yeah, that's sick. That is sick. But yeah, this one really does it in terms of the detail that you can actually see, the reflections on the eyes. That is dope. Resolution on the rope isn't very good, but that just goes to show how zoomed in you can be. You can see those fine details. Take time to look around. Got your shot? Great. But before you leave photo mode, investigate the surrounding landscape with a pan of your camera around. You might catch sight of an until then Wait, you might catch sight of an until then unobserved detail, be it an NPC interaction, nearby wildlife, or even an alternate composition for your existing shot. See, all of this, what they're referring to and explaining, is all in-game content. Just being a photographer at the end of the game. And that is fun as hell. It really is. That is pretty cool. That looks cool as well. Look at that shot. Do wildlife photos as well. That is dope. My controller is acting up. Play with natural light to get the shot right. You've got time on your hands. Cycle through a 24-hour day to test how the accompanying daylight or nighttime lighting impacts your shot. You may welcome harsher shadows due to a midday sun, the softer, warmer light of golden hour, the time just after sunrise or just before sunset, or enjoy the epic nighttime sky. You can also shift natural light until it illuminates a specific part of the photo that you want to draw attention to. Oh, and this is just different examples of the same shot. There's one, and then where was the other one? My controller is going crazy. Yeah, this one looks so much better. That golden light. That is sick. Really good. Really, really, really good. What else? Oops, sorry. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, same shot a few hours apart. Oh my gosh, my controller is acting funny. Alright, animated versus still camera. As default, photo mode's camera is set to animated. Atsu and other characters will remain still, but movement caused by the wind or flocks of birds in flight remain unaffected. Perfect if you want to generate a cinematograph style shot. A dedicated particle option lets you introduce moving leaves, embers, insects or birds, as well as the volume of each, with the wind direction option hopefully dictating which way particles will flow. Now that looks epic. That looks epic. They've just probably put up everything up to 100. Look at that. No, I do like that. Color grading, set mood, direct, focus, get artistic. Goes to Yotei's excellent color grade options is partly why my photo count is already in triple digits. I'll snap multiple versions of shots with different color grades. Let's take a look at some executions. Okay, so these are all different examples. Okay, above are 4 photos of the same location. The only difference is switching color grades and introducing heavy fog. A serene landscape scene is given and almost abstract artistic twist with a few tweaks. When I said serene, my phone thought I said Siri. That's a fantastic landscape shot. I wanted to highlight the figures in the bottom left to better emphasize the scale of this landscape. I could alter the time of day to find a point when their stretch of field was flooded with sunlight, but a quick color grade switch gave the area the pop I needed. See, that just looks like art to me. Look at that. That is just exquisite. All of these could be like the cover for the game, really. Here's a more creative treatment of color grading. See, this is what I was mentioning up above. The most important thing of all those features is the color grading option. The multiple color grading desaturates an image of all but the color red. It helped me notice and highlight the scratches on Atsu's hands. Genko color grade does similar for yellow, as you can see in the second photo. I'm coming up with ideas photo ideas already. Just looking at this and reading this more and more. Get creative, experiment. As always, it's how you put together. It's how you put everything together to create the final result. I love discovering how color grades and tinkering with exposure and contrast really adds extra MPH to a key moment or sets me off in an entirely different creative direction. Even a duel gone wrong offers opportunity caught by activating photo mode as my opponent landed a death blow or orientating the shot to portrait, dialing up contrast and leaning on maple color grading to emphasize reds. Okay, that's pretty cool actually. That looks cool. I'm definitely gonna try and get some like Kill Bill inspired shots. But I'm gonna, like I said in my streams before, I'm gonna play this game as the character, the Blue Eye Samurai, because I love that series. Your turn. You'll be able to test out photo mode yourself on October 2nd and look out for a share of the week requesting entries for Ghost of Yotei in the very near future. That looks phenomenal. Look at that shot. Absolutely phenomenal. But yeah, that's photo mode, Ghost of Yotei, out October 2nd. I cannot wait for this game. Cannot wait. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you going to be using photo mode? Do you use photo mode in games? And I'll catch you in about an hour or so for State of Play. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Peace.